This is Optimal Living Daily, episode 22, How to Make the Most of the Fresh Start of a New Year by Babauta of ZenHabits.net.
Get ready to maximize your potential with Optimal Living Daily, the podcast that brings you the best in personal development and productivity every day of the week. Your optimal life awaits. Now here's your host, Justin Malik.
Welcome to the show. This is Optimal Living Daily, where I read to you some amazing content from my favorite blogs and other resources. I'm keeping with the New Year's theme today and reading to you a nice and short post from Babauta of ZenHabits.net. It's about making the most of the fresh start of the new year. Leo is one guy who really knows about fresh starts. If you haven't heard his story, definitely check that out. You should also check out his books, or more specifically his audiobooks. And you can get one for free if you use my link audibletrial.com/old. You'll get a free 30-day trial, and you get to keep an audiobook of your choice if you use my link. So be sure to visit that. Again, it's audibletrial.com/OLD. All right, let's get right to it. This is one of the shorter posts I've read, so let's jump in and start optimizing your life. How to Make the Most of the Fresh Start of a New Year by Babauta of ZenHabits.net. Quote, "Each morning we are born again. What we do today is what matters most." Buddha. We're several days into the new year, and many of us are still basking in the glow of a fresh start. Every year, January brings renewed optimism for change, for a better life, for a better you, and that's a wonderful thing. It's wonderful because this fresh start gives us a chance to reinvent our lives and ourselves. It allows us to reinvigorate ourselves, to shed the baggage of the previous year and do anything. Anything is possible. That is a gift, my friends, and I suggest we make the most of this gift. Not just by creating and sticking to resolutions, but by reinventing the way we live. Here's how. Number 1, let go. Many times we are held back by the tangled web of previous failures, commitments, emotions, barriers. We cannot change careers because we're used to what we're doing and it's too hard to change. We cannot find time to get healthy and fit because we have all these other things to do. We cannot find time for our loved ones because we have too many commitments. This is all old baggage. A fresh start demands a clean slate. Let everything from the past go. Easier said than done, I know. Clear your plate and your palate. Let go of attachments to what you've been doing for the past year or years. Let go of failures. Let go of fears you've built up. Let go of reluctance. Let go of your ideas about what your life has to be like, because that's the way it's evolved so far. Let go of long-held beliefs and habits. You have a fresh start. Let go of last year and start anew. Number 2, decide what matters most today. Forget about your goals for all of this year. Instead, decide, what do you want to do today? What matters most to you, to your life? What are you most passionate about right now? What excites and invigorates you? What would give you the most fulfillment? Often the answer is in creating something, making something new, helping other people, becoming a better person, working on a project that will be an accomplishment to be proud of. But whatever your answer, have it clear in your mind at the beginning of the day. This might be something you work on all year, or it might just last a month, or it might last a week or a few days, or just today. It doesn't matter. What matters is today, that you're going to work on this with all your heart today. Tomorrow, we'll decide on that tomorrow. Number 3, clear away distractions and focus. Clear away email and Facebook and Twitter and your favorite blogs and news websites and social forums. Clear away the iPhone or BlackBerry or Android or cell phone. Clear away all the little nagging work and chores and errands that pull at your attention. Clear away the clutter that surrounds you. Sweep it off to the side to deal with later. In fact, if you can, shut off the internet for a while. You can come back to it when you take a break. Now, find focus. Even if only for 15 or 20 minutes at first, but preferably for 30 to 60 minutes. You can take a break and check your email or whatever after you've focused. Focus on the thing that matters most. Do it for as long as you can, until you're done if possible. Feel free to take breaks, but always return to your focus. When you're done, focus on the next thing that matters most, and so on. Number 4, find happiness now. Don't look at happiness as something that will come when you're done with this goal or when you've attained a certain accomplishment or a certain amount of wealth or material goods. Don't look at happiness as a destination, something that you'll get later. Happiness is possible right now. Always remember that. When you push it back until later, it'll never come. When you learn to be happy now, it'll always be here. When you're doing whatever you're passionate about, whatever matters most, whatever you decide is worthy of your time and heart and focus, be happy. You're doing what you love, and that is truly a gift. Number 5, reinvent yourself every day. Every day you are reborn. Reinvent yourself in your life every day. Do what matters most to you that day. It might be the same thing that mattered most yesterday, or it might not be. That isn't important. What's important is today, right now. Be passionate, be happy right now. You'll have a fresh start every single day, not just on January 1st. And that, my friends, is the best thing ever. You just listened to the post titled How to Make the Most of the Fresh Start of a New Year by Leo Babauta of ZenHabits.net. I like that because it was a nice and quick one with some actionable tips. You can find more from Leo on his very successful site, ZenHabits.net, and you can get one of his audiobooks for free by using my link, audibletrial.com/old. That's audibletrial.com/OLD. And I'd really like to hear from you. A lot of the content recently has been about passion, and I'd like to know what you're passionate about reading, or I should say listening to, when it comes to this kind of content. Some things I'm interested in sharing with you are posts about basic financial stuff, nothing too nerdy or difficult to understand, but also some posts about anxiety, meditation, or even entrepreneurship, like how to start a blog, which some of these authors write about. So let me know. And while I benefit from reading these, I'm really doing it for everyone. So if there's content you'd like to hear on the show, reach out to me. You can tweet me at Old Podcast. That's OLD Podcast. Otherwise, I'll just have to decide for you. All right. Thanks for joining me in today's episode number 22. And I hope you make the most of the fresh start of the new year, because your optimal life awaits.
You've been listening to Optimal Living Daily. Be sure to hit the subscribe button to stay up to date on each new episode, and head to oldpodcast.com. That's OLDpodcast.com for a free gift, as well as more actionable tips and resources to help you maximize your potential. Thanks for joining us, and remember, your optimal life awaits.